Basquiat Live 2.0, man. Got a big finding. Got a big finding that I want y'all to see and what's going on. Hey, you already know what's going on, man. Basquiat Live 2.0. Welcome back. Welcome back. The best is back, man. Like this. Subscribe to this videos. Subscribe to my videos. Subscribe to all that what I'm doing. I'm bringing you very powerful messages and very powerful information daily. Like this, share this. Follow me on Instagram, Basquiat16. Facebook, B Basquiat Orleans. But I got something that I really want y'all to hear. And I really want y'all to pay attention to. And shouts out to Kush, regardless. And it's my birthday today. So if y'all love me, you know what I'm saying? My birthday, man. Steph Curry with the shot, boy. You know what I mean? 30 in this thing. Thanking the Most High for letting me see another 30. I ain't with the hoop and the hollering. Got to do a lot of things. I already let my family and my people know what we going to do. How we going to get up and whatever like that, man. So, you know, it's my G-Day today. Earth Day today. I'm humble about it, and I'm just glad to see another year, another day through the powers of the Most High, man. So, you know, but I appreciate the love, and I appreciate the hate. But I got an article I want y'all to hear, and Roach, introduce yourself, man.
Yeah. So the article we're about to speak on is called "Why Did the Vatican Remove 14 Books from the Bible in 1684?" It says the Vatican Church, or the Roman Catholic Church, has a long history of corruption and deception. In the year of 1611, the Bible was translated from Latin to English. Back then, the Bible contained a total of 80 books. And the last 14 books, which today have been excluded, made up of the Old Testament and were as follows: 1 and 2 of Esdras, Tobit, Judith, the rest of Esther, the Wisdom of Solomon. I can't pronounce it, but it says you know how to pronounce it?
Ecclesiastes.
Yeah, that.
You go do your words.
Baruch with the Epistle of Jeremiah, the Songs of the Three Holy Children, the History of Susanna, Bel and the Dragon, the Prayer of Manasseh, 1 and 2 Maccabees.
That was the real name. That was how you say it too, Manasseh.
Yeah.
And what's the title of that topic too that they had? Is the title of it?
It was a question. It says, why did the Vatican remove 14 books from the Bible?
And this is a big topic, and this is what I just want to jump right into. You did a great job, Cutter, too. Shouts out to Roach, you did a great job. We got more to give y'all, too. So go to the next one that we want to give them. You know what I mean? About the genealogy. No, not the genealogy, but the human.
Yeah,
100%
that's
human.
a surprise, though.
Okay. So the Vatican... Now, for scholars and people that's already into this shit, let me just jump right into this, man. Let me give y'all something hot. I'm just going to start jumping right into this stuff. The Vatican has already been known to have been tampering with the Bible since the 1600s, from what we can remember. So, from the 15s and 14s and 13s that we got a deep dialogue in, and people are like, oh, why you always going back and back and back? Because if people understand real science and people understand real logic and real common sense, that you have to understand that you have to trace things going backwards to find out where you at right now. Just like to understand where you at right now, and to us, it's scientists right now is saying that are we even in the land that we think we in? From the geographical standpoint, that they say these are the states and the countries and the size and the the shapeness and the form of the earth or the form of places and stuff like that. Do we really know? That's why it's always been the introduction of the Matrix and the introduction of the Roman Empire taking over. And that what black people, we have to understand, our Negroes have to understand, our Israelites have to understand that we is not winning, fighting each other and going after each other. I was watching brawls and fights and different things on YouTube the other night and just relaxing and chilling and just seeing so many black people So many black people fighting each other, doing a whole bunch of stuff to each other, that I understand that we in a situation that we don't have no choice but to try to survive, and all these different levels of effects is happening to us from all different levels. It's not like black people all over the world we could just live how we want to live without just being in the plan. Like my cousin the real one always said, he said in a perfect world, but not to take away from these 14 books and many books that they took away from the Most High, and they really took away from the Word. That they gonna have their day with the Most High about what the shit that they do. What you do to me, and you ain't doing it to the Most High, cause you just sending us back to where we are already. He said, I knew you before you was deceived in the belly. And anybody understand of logic, anybody understand of a realist, that you understand that everybody molecular and everybody DNA, ambition, goals, drive, everything that your makeup is about is way different than everybody else. So of course they're gonna try to take these books. Of course they're gonna say they wrote this. And for the people out there, I don't wanna call y'all idiots, because y'all gonna always think I'm just trying to attack y'all, but y'all idiots, man. Shit, it's matching just like a puzzle game. It's always matching up pieces after pieces after pieces. And in the beginning of the game, you don't see the vision. You don't see it. You don't see what you're making. But you look at the box and you can see what you could do. So when you start putting pieces and pieces, and I'm just speaking to you about that, just trying and doing and putting things together, you come up with that. You complete a mission. So wherever your mission may be, or wherever you may feel like inside that you need to do, this is what you need to do, and quit being fucking fearful. You fear the Most High. Because if you don't understand logic, you will never understand the afterlife. You will never understand dimensions. So why the Roman, or why the Vatican is taking these books and putting these books? But the biggest question is, and the biggest blessing is, that they are being exposed. It's somebody that's doing heavy homework right now. While you sleep, while we sleeping, while we bullshit, is people out here that's ready to die for the Most High. And I don't see people out here that's ready to die for Ra and say they did the name of Osiris and all this shit like this and all these other gods. I see people that's even Muslims or even different religions. I see them. It's some of them that's ready to die for their God. They real true God that they feel is true to them. It's very rare though. These just is rare events. Still here, man. But it's just very crazy that the Vatican took these scriptures. I don't want to say it's crazy. It's like them. This is what they do. How many minutes we in?
8 minutes, 30 seconds.
I want you to drop the other article real quick. I'm gonna say about black people. And we understand black people is really Negroes. Africans, y'all are not our people. Arabs, y'all are not our people. Indian people, not Indians. India, y'all are not our people. We know who our people is. And it's crazy that it's being revealed. It's crazy that certain news is highlighted in Fox, CBS, all these big news stations, CNN, all y'all big news stations is now focus on something higher. Not everything is symbolized in who are the real children of Israel. Who are these lands really belongs to. People going into the motherfucking files on y'all people, man. People going into the files. There's people that standing up to the FBI and the CIA and all these people because they ain't lovers of the flesh. See, there's a lot of people out there, lovers of the flesh, and going to die in their flesh and their own sorrows and sins because you just want to stay and love the world because you love what you got and what you have and what you need, and the girls and the cars and the glitz and the glamour, but you ain't doing it for your spirit and your soul to be justified, that you will be golden in the eyes of the Most High. Drop that for them.
The next article. Study says black people are the only race that are 100% human.
Who name was that?
Duty.
I'll call him back. The real one, shouts out to you. I love you, Cuddy.
Yeah.
Give him the article.
So it's a video, but I'm going to read the description of it.
Mm-hmm.
It says college professor claims that black people are the only race.
Oh, what professor?
College professor.
Oh, what?
College professor.
Do you say what school he from?
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
But from what I can see in the thumbnail, it's a white man.
Okay.
So we can leave the link of the video in the description below.
You know.
That's
So
it.
that was all I said.
That's it.
What about the one about the 100% human?
That was it.
Read it again for him.
That it just said that study shows black people are the only race to be 100% pure human.
Play it. How many minutes we got left on the video? Hold on, y'all. Cuddy, give me 2 seconds. I love you. Give me 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna call you right back, love. You heard me? I got you. That's the real one. Play that video. Listen. How many minutes we got left on the video?
11 minutes.
We're gonna come back with another video, y'all.
Now, really, this is going to sound silly, but this is really important. Cutting edge genetics. One of the areas I'm really lucky I'm blessed to work in 3 distinct areas of biology: immunology, genetics, and reproduction. And on the genetics side, I get to go to conferences and hear about advances in genetics in all species. And I was just at one a couple of weeks ago down at the Cold Spring Harbor Lab in Long Island, and I learned a bit about what's being known about the genome of Neanderthals, the genetic makeup of Neanderthals. The genome sequencers, led by Svante Pabo, who works in Germany, has taken tiny little fragments of Neanderthal bones, isolated DNA, and determined the genome of the Neanderthal, and used that information to determine, using genetic methods, how long ago Neanderthals and humans were a single species, where the common ancestor was. They've also been able to compare human genomes and ask the question of whether there's any evidence of Neanderthal genes in the human genome. And they found that there is. And the amount is quite significant, upwards of 5 to 7%. Neanderthals used to live in the Neander Valley. You could have called it the Cayuga Lake Basin, but that's where they lived. And out of Africa came the modern humans, and the word the geneticist uses admixed. They admixed with the Neanderthals. And they all used to live in caves in those days like this.
Good.